EPLANT-Piping Advanced tutorial. This presentation shows a section in the project setup where several important settings are defined. By checking this option, line and equipment names are forced to be unique all along 3D models. This notwithstanding, lines can have multiple definitions in case the same line goes through more than one 3D model. In that case, a warning message is issued. With this option checked, spools for lines prefabrication can be generated. Spools can have an explicit definition in 3D models or being automatically generated by the piping specifications. Check this option if you need to work at the same time in both the database module and in the graphic module, but some options in the database module will be disabled. Only if this option is enabled, the 3D Model Material Report command can be executed in 3D models. It is used to synchronize the database module with the 3D model's content. It makes sense to be able to disable this option to avoid changing the database materials that might be consolidated to a given revision, while work in 3D models continues. Enabling this option allows to place components out of specification. It is generally not recommended because the automatic synchronization between piping class changes and 3D models is no longer possible for components placed in this way. With this option checked, all setup changes that can be done from the graphic module can be committed to the project setup. On the contrary, they will have effects only on the graphic session where they are performed. This option must be checked to be able to manually load dimensions for piping components when the corresponding dimensions are not available, either because the dimensional tables are missing or the specific value is missing. By disabling this option, all required dimensions must be previously loaded. In this way, a better project quality is ensured, but this can be frustrating when several non-standard components are placed, such as control valves. With this option checked, materials can be associated to each typical assembly having symbolic definition. This option allows defining the component weight directly from the 3D model material reports. This option is only used when importing materials from other systems different from a plant, and only in case the weight is defined inside those models. This option must be checked to be able to generate PCF files corresponding to piping lines. Checking it, the PCF files project folder will be created with the required setup files in it. For details about PCF setup options, look to the specific video in this chapter. Branch tables associated to piping specifications are always available to be used if they are defined. Checking this option, only those components specified in the branch tables can be placed also in case of manual selection. With this option checked, during placement of a component with tag or when modifying its tag, its value is verified with those specified in pin IDs for the current piping line and component type. With this option checked, some EPLANT options are automatically disabled to guarantee compatibility with the conversion of the 3D model to the PDMS format. Unless you need this feature, avoid checking this option.